valore ticker.
Qual tamanho itu tamanho Rusia kan Moskow?
Kwa mulio na 360 degree microphone. Go for ambience. Go magnetic microphone for ambience. Go magnetic microphone for podcast.
Jangan dulu.
Kopi. Meang kayo mo. Odi na lang ko kondo vitamiting mo bikim dongon ni muka. Odi na lang ko kondo vitamiting mo bikim dongon ni muka. Perpasa. Kami kayo meron da karang mo isa yung buto to sa tulong matubot kon tamata. Perpasa. Kami kayo meron da karang mo isa yung buto to sa tulong matubot kon tamata.
Kos kami nito koms.
Uy.
Olo ko na nilanilaw sa dim. Portal Talanoa.
Uy.
Ay bulu na kay?
Mula.
Yung bulu sa Indonesia sini.
Philippines.
I'm just trying to make sure I can log in here.
The rocket. The rocket. Yung to rocket bitayin mo ko wala yun, mendongan ng ka. Yung to rocket bitayin mo ko wala yun, mendongan ng ka. Kaya yung mga flip-flop.
Terkadang ada suara.
Pwede lang na sing, ha?
Yang demikian.
Pwede lang na sing, ha?
Yang demikian.
Just into the Facebook page. The Facebook page has signed me out. Now it's going to send me a notification to sign back in. To sign back in.
So their booking was late. This booking was early. So their booking was late. This booking was early. So usually whoever books first books the table and the room.
Excuse me, sir. I wanted to ask you, just now you indicated that the air conditioning is no good for Kava.
Yes.
So if it is cool,
Kava cools the body.
right. If it is cool,
Kava cools the body.
right.
Air condition helps that, and perhaps if we are drinking kava in New Zealand, where the weather is naturally colder, the kava is colder, and they are used to that. The kava is colder, and they are used to that. Because of the weather here, we are not used to cold kava.
Right.
I think it's more because of the weather here, we are not used to cold kava.
Right.
I think it's more geography.
So refrigerating is not a good idea.
Refrigerating cover, oh, it works.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you want it that way.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you want it that way.
right. Right. Oh, you mean so when the air conditioning is on us,
Yeah.
then it's not so good.
Yes.
I
People are
see.
different, but for yeah.
Then it's not so good.
Yes.
I
People are
see.
different, but for many kava is already liquid, it's cool. Kava is already liquid, it's cool. That's more than enough. We don't need more cold.
I see. cooling the kava itself. By cooling the kava itself.
The kava is a coolant on its own. But this mix, the kava is a coolant on its own. But this mix is cooling. If you have a very concentrated mix in cold weather, cooling. If you have a very concentrated mix in cold weather, and you have a very stiff mix, you feel the heat. That's how adaptable kava is. On a hot day, you make the mix. That's how adaptable kava is. On a hot day, you make the mix very light, and it cool down. If it's colder, stronger, then you feel warmer.
We don't determine the. We don't determine the. It's not as stronger as.
So this is a very sane, normal mix.
Right.
My preference is stronger, but I'm mindful because its preference is stronger. But I'm mindful because it's a conversational cover, so I go by the norm. I'm outside the norm. My mix is usually stronger. But my preference for stronger is because I feel the effect quickly and I'm over in hours or 3 hours. And that's for me, and that's consciousness over in hours or 3 hours. And that's for me, and that's consciousness of time.
Right.
Instead of having it at a normal to dilute mix, it takes longer hours. That's taxing the body, not productive in terms of sitting.
How much stronger than
A packet.
how much stronger than
A packet is mixed with a liter of water. For me, it'll be half a liter. It's like coffee. 1 teaspoon is it's like coffee. 1 teaspoon is with a mug of water. Mine is like 2 to 4 teaspoons of coffee. That's my with a mug of water. Mine is like 2 to 4 teaspoons of coffee. That's my mix. Or espresso. That's mine. A shot. It's a cover shot for me. Or espresso. That's mine. A shot. It's a cover shot for me. But those are at-home mixes. They know because they offer us to be mindful. Enjoy the cover, but not at the expense of time. Cover, but not at the expense of time. Because we're mindful of the which harkens back to the olden days. Our ancestors drank the green kava at sunset, which is more potent than sun-dried kava. So by 9 p.m. they're done and they go to bed early. 9 p.m. they're done and they go to bed early. So they go to bed, they rise early. We go to bed late and sometimes we forget to rise until the sunrise is gone and it's almost moonrise. So there's a lot of Talanoa in the Talanoa in the church space about abuse of kava. Kava is not the problem, but abuse of kava. Kava is not the problem. It's how we manage time. I drink every day, but 2 to 3 hours. I'll be doing a for just but 2 to 3 hours. I'll be doing a for just having some, and I'm done. If I start at 8, I'm done and whatever work is done, and the remaining hour is because it helps relax, it helps sleep well, and the remaining hour is because it helps relax, it helps sleep well.
I have, we haven't started yet, so I just want to ask you this, because I've had this question burning in my mind for a long time. My first experience drinking kava was about 3 years ago, and I didn't experience anything in my body that I could notice. But I didn't experience anything in my body that I could notice. But what I experienced very clearly was my dreams.
Dreams?
My dreams. Experienced very clearly was my dreams.
Dreams?
My dreams, very intense. The most intense dreams I've had since I was like a little boy. After I had about 10 bilos. And actually for 1 month straight, every single night, I had very long dreams. And in that 1 month period, I had kava 4 times, 4 sessions, once each Sunday. And I was just very curious to know if there's what the connection is between kava and dream space, if there is such a connection. I mean, that was the connection in my own life. But yeah, when it comes to the
Kava makes you sleep well. And I guess when you say sleep well, kava makes you sleep well. And I guess when you say sleep well, we have a more strong REM, the quality sleep. We have a more strong REM, the quality sleep, as opposed to the other stages of sleep. So say you dream a lot or intense, it's because the kava relax the mind to the point your sleep phase where the deep the stages of sleep, the REM sleep and the relax that comes. Stages of sleep, the REM sleep and the relax that comes after the before and after, yeah.
Yeah. That checks out. Because almost every time I drink kava, I'm having a very deep sleep and very rich dreams. And it's almost always in tandem. Deep sleep and very rich dreams. And it's almost always in tandem. 80% of the time I have strong dreams when I drink kava. And it's not necessarily that also might help me sleep well. Something about the Yenko seems to.
It's also now being
Something about the Yenko seems to.
It's also now being recommended in RUA rugby teams that after a day of training they have to have this. But at a certain dose for a certain hour, because then it begins to relax the muscles after a hectic training day.
Yeah. The person who introduced me to my dear friend Brian, he is an avid marathon runner, and he would drink kava and it would help him, his muscles recover. He ran ultra marathon, so he ran 100+ kilometers, and yeah, he was one of the best things for muscle recovery.
What's the story with the Tanoa? We're going to have different Tanos or one? What's the story with the Tanoa? We're going to have different Tanos or one common?
We just like we're waiting for you guys to tell us how to go.
I'm okay if people.
Just like we're waiting for you guys to tell us how to go.
I'm okay if people want their own. If people want their own Tanoa, they should be given that option.
That's fine. Tano and Chesa, the Chasers.
If people want their own Tanoa, they should be given that option.
That's fine. Tano and Chesa, the Chasers welcome out at the same time. We're just waiting to see the numbers, really. We're gonna at the same time. We're just waiting to see the numbers, really. We're gonna just bring all this case and know it's harder than like multi-crawl.
I've done it once or twice where the kava comes in and then by I've done it once or twice where the kava comes in and then by 8 o'clock I've had enough. I started soup and left. They said, what happened to love? Have enough. I started soup and left. They said, what happened to love? Have it. No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's very clear of a number. Then you decide.
Very easy. So whatever was, you just let me know.
I guess because of proximity, it'd be.
You just let me know.
I guess because of proximity, it'd be practical to have another one down there. And people just decide where, when and they want to do their own.
Yeah, so I can always just like stop where I can always just buy the integrated. I'll sit near the door.
Okay.
Only thing is the back.
Oh, would it be possible why metos minakango?
Saya macam kita nak dengar bang.
Would it be possible why metos minakango?
Saya macam kita nak dengar bang.
Oi tumba.
Roma.
Nang ano ang katalakango? Nang ano ang katalakango? Bitam tanga me 24. Be 24 tanga matani. Tanga matani. But never. Me slow. But never. Me slow.